Hello, AP Biology students. Let's go over the fourth section in Unit 4. And in this section, we're going to talk about something called mitotic proteins. These are basically proteins that are going to have an important role during cellular division. Remember that we're covering the cell cycle, and within the cell cycle, there are two main phases, interphase and M phase. Interphase is going to be broken up into three specific parts. It's G1, S, and G2. And this is basically where the cell is going to prep for the cell to divide. After interphase is the M phase, and this is going to be where the cell is going to be actively dividing. M phase is going to be broken up into mitosis and cytokinesis. During all of these different steps and processes, there are going to be proteins that are going to actually facilitate what's going on. One of the main proteins that's going to facilitate these actions is called a centrosome, and this is composed of two centrioles and a bunch of other proteins. This organelle is located next to the nucleus and just aids in cell division. You can see the centrosome right here, and you can see the centrioles in the middle. They're going to be at a right angle. You can see the microtubules, which are going to be very important, and we're going to cover those in the next couple slides. Centrioles are barrel-shaped organelles that are located, again, within the centrosome, and they're going to be a protein structure. They are going to organize the mitotic spindle, which are the fibers of microtubules. Now, oddly, they are located at a right angle, and that's an easy way to identify them in a cell. But again, these are going to help organize the mitotic spindles, which are going to help with cell division. Another important mitotic protein are the spindle fibers, or microtubules, which we talked about before in Unit 2. These are responsible for moving the chromosomes around the cell during mitosis. These are basically long, hollow tubes that are going to, again, connect to the chromosomes and move them around. They connect to the chromosomes at a location called the kinetochore. The kinetochores are regions on the proteins made of protein where the spindle fibers are going to attach. So they help facilitate the movement of chromosomes during mitosis. As you can see in the diagram, the spindle fibers are going to come out of the centrosomes, and they're going to attach to the kinetochores and help move them around the cell. But basically, we're going to be looking at how these proteins in the next section are actually going to facilitate mitosis. Over the next couple sections, we're going to talk about how the cell divides the DNA in order for the new cells to have the right amount of DNA. So these proteins are basically just going to be splitting up the chromosomes.